This is an extra special episode Be Real VIP show with the legendary Brothers in Cards. And guys, this is one to listen to, and this is an amazing story about taking your hobby and turning it into a business. Let's go.
Welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff, where we talk about life, dreams, social media, and business.
Well, hello and welcome to the Be Real Show with Travis Too Tall and Huff. Folks, you know your boy is fired up as always, but today is a special day for me because I love everything I get to do and people I get to interview around the hobby that I love, and that is sports card collecting and memorabilia. And I'm bringing you our featured guest today, Mr. Brothers in Cards, Jonathan Keith. Jonathan, are you ready to be real?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, sir. Like I do, ask all the guests, how's your day going today, man?
Dude, it's going well, man. It's been a trip. I had to go to Indy Card Exchange today, one of my favorite places in the world.
Oh, okay.
I got to meet up with one of my best friends, college roommates, Justin Keys, for lunch. So, it's been a great day.
That's awesome, bro. And so tell us a little bit about your journey with Brothers in Cards, man, because I came across you by seeing a few things being opened, like some boxes being opened on social. You know, that's always the best thing. You always get kind of exposed to things now with people sharing something on stories. And it was some guy opening a great thing from Brothers in Cards. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I looked at you guys, found out your website. And so tell us a little bit about what you guys doing, man.
Yeah, we have a subscription box that, we believe the best in the hobby. And we send out high-quality packs to customers. The industry in the sports cards world has gone pretty wild over the last few years. And boxes are, insanely expensive. And, we started this a few years ago before all that happened. But, our goal was to help people get quality packs. When I was a kid, I'd go to Walmart and I ripped the retail packs for, $1. And, never got a single valuable card ever.
Right.
And all that time and effort and money I spent, just enjoying the hobby was not wasted. I enjoyed all that time, but it'd be awesome to look back and have something of value from those days.
Yeah.
And that didn't really happen. With what we know about the hobby now, I wanted to produce something that would allow that opportunity for people to have fun opening packs, but then also get truly investable value that could last for generations.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, because you're so right. I mean, the pack prices have gone up through the roof. What's the Prism box going for? $800 right now, right? For the Prism NFL football, I think it's $800, dude.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
And you rip a pack on a pack break, it's going to be, they're going to charge you somewhat of a premium just because they need to make a little bit of money and rip it out
Sure.
and send it to you. And so, but it's just a great thing, man, because I think it's a great way of giving back to the hobby too, in that obviously everyone's got to take. Everyone's going to make money. The hobby's exploding. So you guys obviously are in a driver's seat position, and people like subscription boxes. Guys now obviously are getting more into it as that's been kind of a female-based thing. But the true thing, like what you said, is for the value, you really get some great value if you are someone that likes to rip open packs. And I think your business can continue to expand, man. I saw yesterday you guys are doing eBay listing. I mean, you guys got a ton of things going, man. We guys got tons of value out there. And is that where it really starts first? Because I'm looking at your website, it starts and ends there, right?
With the Pack Plus program?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as just giving back to the audience in general.
Oh, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. We want to be the best at everything we do, right? I'm an Enneagram 3. I'm a big believer in the Enneagram. And I'm just I want to be the best at whatever we do. But also, I'm trying to give back to the community as well as represent, my faith and everything that I believe to be true about that. And so, those are big priorities to us. So when we go to do something, whether it be, eBay listings or breaks or subscription box, we want to be the best at that. And so we put a lot of work and a lot of effort into making it as good as we can.
Yeah. The subscription box, I think, is a very unique thing, man. I think that, you're seeing that more and more with mystery boxes now and Pokemon and different things, where I think that that's going to be a bigger and bigger industry, man, where you kind of don't know what the hell you're going to get, but it could be a mystery, man. I mean, even David Adams, they do the hit parade. It's kind of a fun thing. You don't know what you're going to get. You could spend $200 and you get a $50,000 Jordan or whatever it is, or you could get stuck with a $40 PSA graded card. Just like anything though, in opening boxes, there's no guarantee.
Sure.
There's no guarantee. It's all for the fun. So you kind of, it's still, in a way, it's kind of a gamble. But in the best way, it's collectibles. You know, you got your favorite things you can show off. I just so you can see my background, my man, is these are autographs I collected when I was a kid, dude. I would send them autograph. I would send them a mail message, and sometimes I'd send them a photo, and they would actually autograph these things. Yoda, I printed that one off my computer. Samuel L. Jackson, and then obviously the sports wall. I
respect it. I love that, man. I love that.
Thank you, bro. So I've always been into it, and then this year with this crazy year of 2020, dude, I started hearing enough damn Gary V videos and seeing enough people that were not only coming on my show tell me about it, but that I needed to explore the hobby after seeing, you know, the wall that I had created just with my own kind of collectibles. And then I started looking around like, dude, I got some PSA grade worthy cards of like Kobe Bryant's rookies. I honest to God, it all started with Kobe, dude. The whole thing started with Kobe. Rest in peace, because one of my heroes, not necessarily I was a huge Lakers fan, but just respected the dude in so many ways of his life, being a dad, everything of his life. When that happened,
absolutely,
I started going, did I have Kobe rookie cards? And I started like kind of going down that journey of what collection did I have, you know? And the whole point is, at the end of the day, is it got me back into the hobby, dude. I have invested a lot myself. Not only as I think it's a good investment, but as another way of hedging the bet of other types of investments, folks that are listening on my show. A lot of business owners, a lot of people that are, you know, investing in stocks and real estate and things like that, or other startups. But this is just another great play, folks. You can see it you can buy boxes, you can keep them sealed, you can join Pack Plus programs like my man here and just rip packs and just have fun with it. And it's a fun thing, but also you can get some gems in there that you can either sell or keep or get graded. And the whole point is, it's just another class of investments, folks. I truly believe this. The cards are like artwork nowadays, my man. Like those ones you had yesterday, the Nebula cards, and some of these amazing cards, right? We were interviewing Panini a few weeks ago, and they were talking about, Tracy was talking about how that technology really took them to the next levels when they created that Prism technology.
Right.
And now they're just pushing the edge with all these new different things and these rare cards, these new Zion cards that are like supposedly a few $100,000 mosaic. Are you familiar with that? I've just recently seen these crazy different prism refractors and things like that. So it's very interesting, my man. But I think you guys are in the driver's seat, dude. I think you guys are in the driver's seat, and God bless you, man, for what you guys are doing for people out there, because like you said, it's expensive to rip a box, guys. It is expensive, dude. And most importantly, at the end of the day, you have to basically have the money. And if you don't have the money, you have to be willing to give up the money. You know what I mean? Because you might be done. And the whole point is, at the end of the day, this is just a fun surprise, dude. I can't wait to get my box, my man. I'm going to be sharing it on social media. We'll definitely be hoping others are out there sharing. But now, my man, are you ready to go into our top 10?
Dude, yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix
and chill. Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Laptop or smartphone?
Both.
Let's go. You can do both. Spotify or Pandora? Pandora. Love it. The OG. Movies or video games?
Probably movies now. I probably said different like 10 years ago, but movies now.
Right. Because you got kids, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Movies life is good too right now because it just takes you in a little escape.
Yeah.
Which we all need once in a while. Reading books or listening to books?
Man, my mom's a librarian, so she's going to want me to say reading books, but I'm much more efficient listening to them.
Yes. You could be doing eBay listens. You could be putting you guys got a lot of things you guys are doing. So you could be busy doing other things and taking in that knowledge, man. So I think she would commend you for taking advantage of technology that we have today.
Absolutely. She would.
Absolutely. Stocks or real estate when you're thinking about different types of investment outside of cards or other things of business?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Probably stocks, because I think that's where my brain's more geared towards. But I respect the hustle on the real estate game as well.
Right. Yeah. The real estate game is, like you said, it's a hustle. It's like a full job. So it's not like a thing like a stock where you can buy, let's just say collect, folks. I'll put that out there in the universe, collector's universe, which owns PSA and all these different gradings. You could own PSA, the grading company, And you don't have to do any grading yourself. Whatever you put in is going to be equal to your outcome. But the whole point is, like you said, is you don't have to actually work it. Real estate, you got to put your figure in the deals, man, because otherwise you're going to get screwed. You're going to realize your rehab budget was more than it needed to be. It's not a business like the stocks where you can just kind of set it and somewhat forget it. So, and Collector's Universe, man, that one has just been on fire, man. I think Nintendo's another one too, man, with Pokemon. And I think this industry is just starting to get really just insane. Hopefully it stays, obviously, but I think it really will because of the fact that you just have so many people, like even like myself, that have money, that looked around and have a collection, and then also just like, oh my God, these mosaic box. Oh my God, the new print. Just you're intrigued by opening new packs just to see the cards, dude. Sure. A few of my friends, I got them completely back into the sports card industry.
Good for you.
I got them, just because I got them interested. Now they're buying these rare freaking patch cards and all sorts of shit. So you have people that have money that were kids once. We all ripped packs once, like you, for $1 or $2 or whatever. And at some point, now we're grown. And this is a true thing. It's a real thing that is also investments. I mean, there's a guy that bought a $400,000 Mike Trout that would turn into $4 million within a few years. If you have the money, there's big investments you can make. Now, you can also lose that money too, right? So you got to find the fine blend. But
right, and I think that's like the beauty of the sports cards world is like, for that guy's entry level was $400,000. Maybe some of our listeners' entry level is like $4.
Right.
Like, hey, listen, go buy yourself some Prism rookie quarterbacks, sit them back. They hit, man, then they grow, and like that's the way of like the card investing world right now. There's an entry level for everybody.
Absolutely. And it's the same thing with stocks, guys. There is an entry level for everybody too. Right. If you put $5 into a stock, you're not going to have as much as the guy that puts 500,000 in PSA. You know what I mean? But he also has he has a lot more risk. He can lose that. Same as the guy that bought the $400,000 trout. That trout could go to 100,000 or, whatever, but it didn't. So the whole point is, you're right. I mean, I think there's entry points at any level, and I think you got to find your sweet spot of what you like. I know when I first got back in the hobby, my man, Jonathan, I started going nuts, man. I was like, oh my God. And then you got to kind of tell yourself back and like tell yourself like strategies. Sure. And then also kind of just hold yourself back from, because when you do have money, you can buy things, you're like, oh, goddamn, I want to buy that. Especially because we can't be on vacations. And that leads me into my last question for you, my man. If you could go on a vacation right now, or, when we feel safe and comfortable, whatever, oceans or lakes, which one would you pick, man?
Man. Oh, that's tough. Probably lakes.
Lakes, let's go.
Good lakes around here, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing like a lake, man. There's nothing like it. We have a lot of good lakes out here in California too, Central California. And obviously oceans too, man. But either one, man. Something's about seeing that water, baby. What is one of your favorite boxes right now? What is one of your favorite boxes to rip?
Oh, man, I really like Mosaic. I'm always a big Prism and Optic guy, and it's like in Select as well. It seems like Mosaic is like knocking on the door of that group. And so, like, I've gone through a lot of Mosaic stuff that hasn't been gradable, but some is. And so it's like, it's just a fun new thing, I think. I like Mosaic football.
Yeah, it's a brand new, right? Mosaic football this year, brand new cards, guys. So get on it. I think that you can find some gems out there, and there's a lot of value out there too in that too. You can find your favorite players or people that you think are going to blow up. Obviously, you realize now the rookie cards are the ones you want to get, guys. Exactly. When you're a kid, you didn't realize that. I want all the Barry Bonds. God dang it, I should have been buying all, just centered focus, but you just don't, you don't know that, but nowadays, it doesn't matter if you have a Patrick Mahomes 5-year card. It's still good. It's still worthy of a value, and it's still, cool, but nothing like those rookies, baby, right. And so right now, swoop up of the rookies on the Mosaic because it's the first run, and there's a lot of great rookies out there. That some of mine aren't even playing right now, but they will be playing someday. Right. And you could get them for a few bucks each, exactly. Or buy a lot of them or something, So when you're waking up in the morning, my man, you're getting yourself ready for the day. Why do you love being you?
Man, I'm winning, dude. I'm winning in life. I got 2 boys that are just like the best in the world, Truman and Roman. My wife, I love my wife, man. And I like to think of my winning attitude towards business too. Business is problem solving. And so running a business, you're just problem solving all day. And like every time something happens, I'm just like, man, I'm going to win this. Like this sucks sometimes, but like I'm winning. And even if you lose in the business world, when you have something to come home like I do with my boys and my wife, I'm winning every day.
Absolutely, dude. That's the only way to think too, especially during these times when there's so many things we can't control. I have buddies that are losing businesses. They were making $2 million last year. Now they're breaking them down and selling them off at auction because they're in the wrong industry, nightclubs and restaurants. They just were in the wrong deal. The point is, if you have something to come home to, if you have something that will keep you grounded no matter what, and lean into that right now, folks, your family, your loved ones, my little daughter, for instance, and you got your boys, nothing can be not overcome in a few days. You know what I mean? Right. It might not happen today. Absolutely. There might be a few days. I'm going through journeys right now with a few different things, but I know in a week, in a month, in a year, it's different, especially if I lean into those things that I can control, which is my family and friends, being a great dad, being a great father, being a great friend, running a great business, baby. So proud of you, brother. Good job. Do you think you'll ever retire when you're all said and done with this journey? Do you think you'll ever say, I'm done, baby?
Man, I don't know. I love selling cards, and I taught for 5 years. This is my first year not teaching,
right?
And it's like, when I thought about retiring at that point too, when you look down, it's like, man, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of good things to do on this earth before I leave. Right. So I don't know if I could ever hit the retire button, but I'll be doing something, I'm sure, forever.
Something about the joy of getting a card to somebody that they wanted on eBay, and knowing that that's going to stick with them for a pretty long time, possibly. Something really special about that. I was really thinking about that because sometimes sell cars. Someone's buying a car from you and they get it for freaking 10 cents or some crazy shit because you just listed it low, trying to move it, and they got a great deal. They sniped a deal. No worries, because that's going to go to good, or the guy flips it and makes a little bit of money. So yeah, it's one of the two. It's like,
I support both of those things. We have, right now we just listed, every month we list a little over 1,000 cards on eBay. Everything's at $1.99.
Wow.
$1.99. And so every month, I keep track of all that. And sometimes we win, sometimes we don't. But somebody's winning in the hobby. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that not being me 100% of the time.
Right. Yeah, and it's all about moving it too, right? I mean, part of it in business is moving it, dude. You can have 1 million cards. If none of them are selling, it doesn't matter.
Right.
If you're moving 1 million cards and 1.9 plus the shipping and everything, you're making money, baby. Let's go. Yeah. So that's what it's about at some point too. And I'm just so impressed with all the card breakers. There's so many different ways to make money in this hobby. Right. It's unbelievable. It's true. And as far as a collector, it's fun too. But then if you break a box, or if you get the Brothers in Card boxes, then you find, I don't want some of these cards, but you can sell them and make some of your Brothers in Cards money back. Let's just be real. Recoup some of that investment. Know those cards are going to someone that's another investor, collector, etc. And on to the next one, baby. On to the next pack. Yeah. Keep the ones you like. Grade the ones. I always suggest trying to get them graded, guys. Get the ones graded that you think look good and might have a shot. Put them in bulk. Put a $20 20 card minimum bulk order now.
Right.
It's still affordable. You might not get them back till next year.
That's the thing right now. It's a patience game.
Patience, dude. But that's investment, dude. That's investment. Right. That's the biggest thing I've always taught people about investing. That when I bought Tesla at $20. Do you think it was not hard to sell it at 200? Do you think it was not hard to sell it as it went up? Of course. Do you think it's not hard to sell it now? When literally a smallest investment is turned into a plethora. But the point is, no, you just keep holding it, man. And the thing is, it keeps going up over time like any great thing. And you'll see that more and more, obviously, in life. But I think you are just in the driver's seat, man. Do you have a routine to start your day?
Yeah, dude, I love my routine. In fact, the colder weather right now and the rain, it's throwing it off. But my routine is my boys get up before me every day. They're my alarm clock. They come in. My wife's usually getting ready for work. They come in. They're jumping all over me or whatever. We make breakfast. We get ready. They watch their favorite shows while I'm getting ready. My son gets on the bus at 8:30. And then we have this thing where he comes to give us hugs. I'm like, hey, what kind of boy are you? He says, helpful, smart, and good. He goes off. That's he gets awesome. On the bus, and our babysitter actually lives a block down the road. So me and my son Roman, we walk to the babysitter. Wow. And he's only 2, so he's not talking a ton.
Right.
But dude, I love that so much, that little walk. And he's hilarious, man. He looks for planes. Like he's like, I love that part of my routine.
My daughter's like about getting close to 2, dude. So there's something about that age where it's just like they know so much, but they can't completely get it out to you. But you can start to have a conversation with them. You know, it's so cool. You go, hey, look, it's a plane. They can say, oh, it's a plane, Daddy. It's just such a very precious time, dude. So congratulations, my man. I mean, to have a life, it's one of those things like myself, to be a pop entrepreneur like you, my man, where you've built your business and everything around your life, and you're not going to change that. You're not going to change.
Exactly.
And that's something special, dude. And more business owners are realizing that now with the pandemic, with the Zooms. And I don't need to go to the office. I want to be here with my family and still working and living life, you know, and there's something special about that. Do you have a skill you're trying to master right now?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because like I'm only a few months into doing Brothers and Cards like full time because, like I said, I was just teaching. Like I finished teaching like in May. Really, the last time I was in a classroom was March. But like I've been trying to master the skill of rest, actually. Yes. And so it's like, you know, I'm a grinder. I'm somebody that's like, I'm trying to like, you know, if I see something that like I want to work for, like I'm ready to work for. I'm ready to go. It's hard, 100 miles an hour for it, you know.
Right.
And so like when I was teaching and doing Brothers and Cards, like there was no rest involved. It was like, if I'm not working, I'm hanging with my boys or my wife. And then outside of that time, like if I got to stay up and not sleep, like I'll stay up and not sleep. And like, that wasn't healthy. Yeah. So like, honestly, when like COVID hit, it was kind of like a test run to like see what Brothers and Cards looked like full time.
Right.
And so I was all about it, but I'm still like, even like what, 7 months later, I'm still like trying to get into like the routine of like, okay, you need to know when to shut it down. You need to rest sometimes. Like you can't just go 100 miles an hour, 24/7. So I would say like the skill I'm working on is rest.
Yeah, dude. After running my business now for 11 years, we do social media. So we're in an everyday grinded out business. Shit's changing, shit's happening, shit's going on. I'll tell you this, my man. My mindset is every day is Friday. So there's always going to be Friday tomorrow, baby. There's always going to be tomorrow. And so when I have a day where I'm just like, oh my God, this shit's just, I just put it down, dude, and go to life.
Yep.
Put it down, go to life, and you'll pick up the next day that much stronger, dude. You'll pick up that much stronger. A lot of times the break in your mind just you see the clarity. Sometimes you'll actually get the answers you need not doing work. It's insane. Right, it's just
my wife.
It's cool, yeah. And sometimes your wife and spouse gives you good insights too. So sometimes sharing those frustrations or things you're going through, because that's one of the things I'll tell you transparently too, having a business at home and then also having a family here is it can be tough, dude. You bring some of your stress right home to you. And when I've ever been transparent, dude, and said, hey, y'all, I got this really shitty problem. A lot of times my wife, who's a psychologist, can say, hey, and gives me some insight. A lot of times I want to stuff that and just say, I got this shit on my problem. But many times, dude, they can give you more insight than you realize. And so that's one of the other things I can share is that being a home-based entrepreneur, feel free to share that stuff, dude, because the faster you can get that out there in the air, like I'm getting this problem. Sorry, I don't mean to be stressed. Just got a lot of things going on. We got big shipments today or whatever. It just kind of gets that out there. And that's one of my biggest things I'm trying to do right now in this 2020, dude, because it can be stressful, man. And
for sure. My wife runs a flower shop and boutique.
Oh, wow.
She's like her own business owner, kind of. I mean, her dad actually owns it, but she runs the show. So like, well, I'm blessed because like, I know when I shut it off, I come home and it's dad time. Yeah. But like once the boys go to bed, like she might grind on her business, and if she's grinding, I better be grinding too, you know? And so like we iron sharpens iron a lot in our house, but then we also know how to shut it down sometimes and watch our true crime shows or whatever, just hang out. But no, she's a huge asset to me, man, because she's always giving me ideas and I'm giving her ideas and bouncing them off. It's good.
Yeah, dude. You guys are operating businesses, dude. It's amazing. I mean, there are always similarities no matter what businesses you are in. There's always similarities. And they've seen things you haven't seen, and you've seen things they haven't seen, and you can bounce things off and make each other stronger, dude. So shout out to your wifey, dude. Good job, brother. Give a couple more last questions for you. Do you have a favorite app on your phone right now? I think we lost you.
Favorite app? Oh man, it's funny because like the apps I use, like, you know, eBay and Instagram is. No, I use Instagram a lot. Like I don't really like go around and like, you know, watch other people or whatever. So and so doing like, what's the next level? I always try to like follow guys bigger than me. And I'm chasing them. So like in my free time, if I'm scrolling, I'm chasing somebody usually. I like that part of it.
That's the best part about social, dude.
Yeah,
The best part about social, it's all transparent. If someone's winning in social, you can see exactly what they're doing to win.
exactly.
You can see, and time and patience and putting effort in something over time always wins. Always, no matter what. In this get quick thing, and this, I'm gonna go get this course and this and that shit ain't happening, guys. If you're investing in sports cards, go long, guys. Don't think you're gonna. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna make $20 on a deal. It's a long-term thing, guys, and just like anything, and you can start with little wins, and they really snowball. And just like anything in life, and then have some fun with it too. Do you have if you could sit down to a steak dinner tonight with anyone in the world, who would you want to sit down with?
Dude, that's a good question, man. I heard you ask that question on one of your other podcasts, and I was like, man, how would I answer that? I'm trying to remember what. I don't know, dude. At this point right now, I'd probably say my wife.
Let's go.
We're always like, we never get to hang out really, like for a dinner. Like we'll be like, hey, we should go on a date this week. Yeah, we've said that for like 7 weeks in a row.
And especially right now with COVID, it's just a weird time. It's just unusual time. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, exactly. You know, where you're at, but specifically, like, you know, people are just different as far as like feeling comfortable. And it's true. It's just, you don't feel exactly the same comfort. So the wifey's coming to dinner. Let's go. I think that's a great answer, dude. You're going to win kudos on that one. Like, hey, wifey, listen to this one at 28 minutes into the show. Hey, it's good to do. Trust me. I haven't told my wife, hey, I gave you a shout out on the podcast. You did? You gave me a shout out? Yeah, I give you shout outs too. Don't think you're not loved. Do you have a favorite book that has changed your life?
Oh man, you know, like I said earlier, I'm not good with hard copy books and audio books. I got a list. I got a list of books I'm gonna listen to, but I haven't listened to them yet. You know, I've been leading a Bible study with the local high school football team that I played for.
Oh, nice.
And so I mean, like the book of Luke in the New Testament, like that's really the only book I've been reading lately. But Gary Vee had a book, Crushing It.
Yes.
That I read recently. Absolutely loved that. I'm reading a book right now called the Great American Awakening.
Oh, I've read that one.
Gosh, man, I'm trying to remember the author's name. He actually like ran for Senate a few years back. But no, it's a great book. It's good. It's a good perspective book. I like books where I'm like always getting in other perspectives. You know, I'm from a small town in Indiana and I loved it there. But then I went and I taught inner city school for 5 years, just like totally different perspective and like a whole different frontier of people that, you know, need help and need love. And I'm trying to like extend that to them. There's just like so much I have to learn. So I'm always trying to like take in new perspectives. And that book's a great book for that.
That's a great, and we'll find that and put that in the show notes. The Great American Awakening, I think it's called.
Dude, I feel terrible. It's because like short week is a big week for us, and that was last week. So I haven't read this book in like 2 weeks probably.
Jim
I'm
DeMint.
worried I'm saying it wrong, but it's a great book.
Jim DeMint, I want to say, he's a U.S. senator.
Let's see.
The Great American
I'll text
Awakening.
It to you.
2 years, the years changed. I think he was a senator. I think that one is probably it.
So he ran for Senate. I don't think he lost.
Okay. Got you.
It's in his book.
We'll get it in the show notes. I just want to make sure people get that right book, my man. I really appreciate you, bro. I know, you know, life's crazy, life's busy. I appreciate what you guys are doing, man. You got yourself a solid Pack Plus subscription member. Gold, whatever, the best one on NFL. Let's go.
I love it, man.
I will not keep going, baby. I'm going to keep going with that. I think it's a great program, and I pray and wish many, many blessings for you, bro. I think
you too, brother.
Your business is in the driver's seat for continued growth, baby. And you know what? Any challenge we have, man, we're going to get right over it, man. So can you give our listeners, my man, where is the best place for people to hang out with you and find you online?
Definitely find us on Instagram at Brothers and Cards.
Brothers and Cards on IG, folks. You've been hanging out with Jonathan Keith, Brothers and Cards, and Travis Too Tall and Huff. We want to thank you so much for your time today, and let's keep being real. We're all going through a lot right now, and Real Time Outsource, my business, is giving back to local and small businesses. Through our social media services and campaigns, we are actually helping small businesses get more exposure during these times, and also when we get through these times. At the end of the day, we don't know how long this is all going to last, but most importantly, you got to think about your business right now and take it seriously. So come check us out at realtimeoutsource.com, and we would love for you to qualify and get the process started where we can take a look at your business and see if we can qualify you for some of our services. at little to no cost for most of the businesses, and some businesses, you're gonna have to pay, but that's just part of life, right? But most importantly is that I think this is the time, folks, that you can actually help thrive in your business. And so I would love to help you personally with our team. We're all going through a tough time right now. So take advantage of us. realtimeoutsource.com. Check us out. And we would love to do some business with you and help you with your social and digital media in 2020 and beyond. Right now, more than ever, folks, we need to work on our reputation for our businesses and get those reviews, get those positive reviews, get those positive recommendations on both on your social, but also to market on your website. And that is why you want to check out my business, folks, our software, realtimereputation.us. That's realtimereputation.us. Please check it out. It is literally the best thing that's ever happened to many of our campaigns, as that reviews bring together your social and digital campaigns. And the more positive reviews, as people are making those positive, decisions, they're looking at your, at your reviews. And so the more you can get, the better. And make it easy and automated with realtimereputation.us. Check us out.